What is going on, guys? My name is Lextasy and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Today we're going to be talking about my 2018 Audi RS7 and what the last 6 months and about 10,000 miles has cost me in ownership, as well as what issues I've had so far, because there has been a few already. One is recent. It was actually about 2 days ago, so that was a little nerve-wracking. But anyways, guys, let's get this video going. First things first though, guys, I live in the most beautiful place ever. I mean, look at this freaking view. This is literally like in my backyard, you can say. Look at these mountains. Actual is the place, dude. We can literally drive all the way up there if we wanted to, but and this is the car for it. This is the vehicle for the ride. This is the vehicle for living in the mountains. So I definitely picked the right one. But anyways, guys, this car has about 16,000 miles on it in about 6 months since I purchased it. Mostly my wife driving, but I have definitely taken advantage of it as much as I could. So as you know, we purchased this car already with full bolt-ons done on it, so custom intakes, custom exhaust, custom downpipes done by ssooo Motorsports, and it was already tuned. I think it was on APR, but we don't know. Either way, it was pushing right at about I think 620 or 614 and 674 torque, so it's definitely been a rowdy car ever since we got it from day one. But in the last month to 2 months, we did put it on E85 or flex fuel system, so it did bump up our torque numbers all the way to like 840. Is that real? Okay, that's way better. Now, where's my wife at? Horsepower stayed the same as last time, but now you're talking 850 foot-pounds of torque. That's a win in my book. That's insane for a four-door car, but there has been a few things that already kind of came up on it, even such low mileage. Small issues, and some are kind of not so small, but I'll start with the minimal ones, which are in the interior, so let me show you. First things first, though, I mean, look at this interior, guys. This is so freaking sexy. I love the stitching on the seats, man. Every time I get into this car, I fall in love with it once again, man. The carbon everywhere, the inserts, just the way this interior looks, it's never going to be outdated. But one of the things that already has been kind of a problem with it, but we already got it fixed, was the window regulator for the passenger side just started acting up. I had to replace this whole switch here. Another issue that we're running into is small, but like this right here is spring loaded, so it's supposed to come back on its own, like, and close, but for some reason it's not doing it at all. Like, you have to just do it manually, so not a big deal, but it is kind of interesting how it already failed at 16,000 miles. And I know that I do have bumper-to-bumper warranty for 3 years, 36,000 miles, so I can get it fixed, but I'm kind of waiting till everything fails at like 30,000 miles. Not everything, but things fail, and then I'll just make a big list and drop it off for a day or two and let him work on it, on everything at the same time. So the two other issues that are kind of more serious that I've had with it, one is the alignment. You guys have already seen the Dragon video. I did that one maybe a month ago, a little less than that, and the tires were already like completely wore out before I even took it to the Dragon. I didn't know it, but whenever we got to the Dragon, turns out we were driving on wires, dropped it off at the performance shop right after that. It blew a tire on the way back, so that was a fun video to film. Fun night for sure. $700 repair pretty much, towing cost, so that kind of sucked. Anyways, so what I mean by the tires getting wore out is that the camber on the Audi RS7s are known from factory to be set so far out, it's almost literally set up for the track, but it also means that the tires, which I had Pirellis on here from factory, wore out in less than 15,000 miles. And yes, we were kind of dogging it, abusing it a little bit, but I mean, the Dragon video was literally about 14,000 miles in, so they were out before that, which is kind of crazy. But when we took it to Audi to get it fixed, they said, yeah, it would be covered under warranty, but plan to drop this car off for like 10 hours. I was like, what are you talking about? Alignment for 10 hours? And they said, yeah, because, well, what you have to do is not only would you fix the alignment, but because there's some sort of sensor set up, I don't know, somewhere in the suspension, I'm not going to BS you guys, but the way it's set up is that you would actually have to adjust all these adaptive cruise control sensors as well, just because you're adjusting the camber, which makes no sense to me, but according to them, that has to be done. So it'll be like 10-hour job. They have to take a lot of stuff apart. Yes, it'll be covered under warranty, but that's kind of a pain in the butt. That means I have to drop it off for 2 days to get the camber fixed. And according to a lot of forums that I'm reading, it still won't fix the issue. So that kind of sucked. Now, it did just put Michelin Pilot Super Sports on their 295s all the way around. So they're really fat tires. I put them on right at 15,000 miles. So we'll see how long these last. We are taking it to the drag strip all the time. We are street racing it, but I'm hoping for more than 15,000 miles because I can't afford to keep doing that. But the cool thing is, believe it or not, these were brand new tires, 295. So I'm talking really fat tire. They were like 130 bucks a pop, and they're for 21-inch wheel, all because the size of it or the dimension is kind of just weird. It's off. It's not much that they sell, so it was just pretty much discounted to an insane amount. If I was to go with like the regular 275s, the price was like 350 a pop. So a little hint for anybody that's got 20-inch factory wheels, you can definitely put 295s on there and just get yourself a crazy good price on Michelin Super Sport. So I did save a little bit of money there. Now, the last issue, and the one that bothered me the most, and it happened about 2 days ago, is my wife was driving the car. I was at work. She blew up my phone. And when I say blew up, it was like nonstop phone calls. I was like, what is going on? So I pick up and she's like, hey, this car is saying pull over, stop, low oil. I was like, low oil? What are you talking about? She's like, yeah, it's showing that the oil level is low. You need to pull over. So luckily she was like a mile away from the house. So she pulled over there, and then I went to check it out, and yeah, it turns out it was low on oil. So this is the first car out of the 35 cars that I've owned where I actually had to add oil. Yes, I know it's a performance vehicle, but I've owned Hellcats, I've owned Shelbys, I've owned all kinds of vehicles. I have the GTR, which I thought would eat oil like crazy. I've never had to add oil. On this car, I already had to put half a quart of oil. I did use Castrol 5W40 is what it calls for. So that was very surprising to me. The last oil change was only about 6,000 miles ago. So to put half a quart of oil on 6,000 miles, I don't know. To me, that's a little scary. I know we pushed this car a lot, but I thought it would take it. So if anybody knows, comment down below, is this normal to run out of oil that quick or eat that much oil in 6,000 miles? So let's answer some of those more important questions, like, is this car worth the money? So I bought it for about $90,000. I have to put some money down. My payment came down to about $1,200 a month or so. For a 2018 Audi RS7, that's pretty much a 4-door R8, is it worth it? Absolutely. Would I buy this car again if I got the opportunity? In the heartbeat. Why? Because even with the small issues and some that are, I don't know if they're issues yet or not, like eating oil, is it's still worth it. Like, it's a 4-door sedan, full-size sedan. It's got the looks. That color, that Nardo gray color, pops so hard on this car that it gets just as much attention as my GTR does. And when that spoiler comes out, oh dude, I'm telling you, people go crazy. Like, they literally flip out, man. It's amazing. Like, this car is just so beautiful. It's done so right. It's got the right noises. Watch, this is drive mode right now, right? So the valves are closed. I'm cruising. I'm super comfortable. Like, these seats are amazing. I have a wallet in my back pocket right now, which in any other seat would really hurt you, but in this one, it's comfortable. It really is. I'm literally just in a luxury vehicle. As soon as I put the shifter down, the valves open up, and all I have to do is touch it a little. Watch. And then you got the pops, man. It's so rowdy, dude. It sounds like a different animal. Like, all of a sudden, it's ready to street race, roll race, dig race, drag race, whatever. It completely changes the whole car. And it's got so many modes. Like, you don't even know what to expect from this car. Like, is this just a luxury vehicle cruising down the road, or is this a sleeper? And that's what I love about it. This 4.0 V8 twin turbo motor is amazing. It's so freaking torquey. How many videos have you guys heard me talk about that already? But it's true. There's a reason they swapped out the V12 twin turbo motor of the Bentley and put this in there for the their supercar, the street race car, whatever. It's the GT3R. And then the Lamborghini Urus has this motor as well. I mean, Lamborghini, they have V10s, V12 motors that sound amazing, yet they put this motor in it. Same with, of course, the Audi RS8, which is amazing car, super fast. Like, this motor has so much potential, and I love it. Like, I'm telling you, this car is going to be on this channel. There's a reason you don't hear me talking about it, like, are we going to swap this one out? Are we keeping it? It's a done fact. Like, it's done, and there's nothing to talk about. This car is going to be on upgraded turbos. It's going to be at 1,000 wheel and 1,000 torque so soon. I can't wait. Like, it's going to be such a sleeper, and I love it. Does it eat out tires a little too quick? Absolutely, and we need to address that. But like I said, I'm saving all the issues, let them all come up, and before it hits 36,000 miles or 3 years, I'm just going to drop it off and let them deal with it. So being that it's a 2018, I probably need to do it this year before the warranty runs out age-wise. But like I said, man, like, just the interior of this car is beautiful. Kids are comfortable in it. I'm comfortable. I love driving this car. When my wife gives it to me, like, it's, I don't say, you know, hey, I'm going to the grocery store in the GTR. I'm grabbing this thing, man. It's so freaking rowdy. Look. God, it just keeps pulling. I love it. And right now we're just running on 93. Like, we ran out of E85 because there's none in this area. So, man, I'm telling you, dude, there's something about the way German cars are built. It's amazing. For some reason, a lot of them are super torquey. Like, it's the same for the M5, the new M5s. They're done the same way. They have tons of torque. Same with the S-Class and E-Class 63 Mercedes. It's something about the torque on the luxury vehicles. They figured it out, because torque is what you really want to look for when the car weighs 4,500 pounds. Horsepower is great, but horsepower horsepower is mostly if you're going to be racing all the time, and that's not what luxury vehicles are built for until I get a hold of one. And then the whole rhythm, the whole algorithm changes. So it is what it is, but I love going for something different, something that is not known to be fast, something that's not really out there, that's popular, but when you see it, it's like, oh, that's cool, yeah, man, that's an awesome RS7. Wait a minute, did it just, you know, take out a GTR? Did it just take out, you know, a Corvette? That's what I'm going for. I wanted to take down exotics, Lamborghinis, R8s, whatever. So it's amazing. It really is. Like, there's not that I can say that I don't like about this car, except the brakes. I'm starting to feel like the brakes are really probably warped, and that's not their fault. That's me taking it to the Dragon in the mountains and destroying it. I did conquer it, so I'm not gonna say I didn't, but it cost me a pretty penny to put new tires on, and of course brakes sounds like they're due already at 16,000 miles, so that's fantastic. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, man, you are pushing this car, like there's no reason for you to do what you're doing. You're gonna pay for it, it's gonna snap on you, it's gonna break. But honestly, I'm not worried. It's been more reliable than the GTR has for the same amount of time. GTR was at the dealership every other week pretty much, so that sucked. Of course, everything's under warranty on both cars, are pretty much brand new, but I just enjoy this car. I really do. I'm not bashing the GTR. I love that thing to death, but man, this thing is just beautiful on here. They did it right. The gauges, everything just screams elegance, sexiness, and luxury, and power at the same time. So they did it amazing. And this car, like I said, we were definitely stuck on it. Like, we had to get a Nardo Gray for an amazing reason, and now you know why. And I mean, come on, look at this thing. Look at this color. I'm telling you, we found the perfect vehicle for our channel, guys. This is such a sleeper, such a beauty. My wife enjoys it. I enjoy it just as much. I'm telling you, like, every day is just, it's super fun, super exciting to drive it, man. I know it's hard to say that about a four-door sedan, but look at that. Every corner of this car is just, it's got the curves, man. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are looking for one, I'm telling you, do not think you're gonna regret it. If you are looking for one, guys, I'm telling you, you will not regret it. It is such a sexy car, so much potential, guys. You will enjoy every minute of ownership. It's just beautiful, man. There's nothing negative I could say about this car. But anyways, guys, enjoy your lives, enjoy your cars, and I will see you next time. Peace.